Hello and welcome to our house for a little bit of a tour and a bit of a shopping unpack. So we promised in our first video that we'll just give you a little bit of a comparison between costs in South Africa and costs in Ireland. So yeah, we've just been to the shop, go to Tesco, got a few things. So I'm just going to pack them out, give you a bit of a feel, and then I'll be able to put up on the screen the South African comparison. Testing out my little active track here on my DJI Osmo as well. So something new just to try and play around with. Got a little microphone here as well, so you could hear me around as I'm going. All new to me as I kind of figure out this YouTube adventure. Okay, so we are back. Yeah, just to compare, we know we said that cost of food is typically twice as expensive when you go and eat out of the restaurants. But ultimately, when you go and buy from a shop, they maybe not be that bad. So first thing we're going to unpack, croquettes. So South Africa don't really have croquettes too much. It's a crispy golden potato really. So small packet like this, about 500 grams of potato is €3. So that's about 60 Rand. Uh, everybody's typical home chips. So slap chips to go in the oven, fry them up. This packet was 1 kilogram of potato, chopped and ready to go in the oven. And those came in at €4.29. So that'll be about 90 Rand for a kilogram of chips. I'm sure South Africa that will be a little bit cheaper, but the price of potatoes keeps changing, so you never know. This is some salad ingredients, 400 grams of ready cut spice bag kit, made fresh for you. Something like this, it's costing us about €1.79, so about 35 to 40 Rand. Not really bad for ready prepared, ready cut up, good to go into a stir fry or a salad. Typical staple for people on a budget, some classic mixed vegetables frozen. Something like this, got a 1 kilogram bag, it's only €1.50, so 30 Rand, call it, for mixed vegetables. Peas, similar thing, 900 grams of peas. The Growers Harvest, this one was on special. They called it an Aldi price match. And the peas here was 98 cents, so €1, so about 20 Rand for a kilogram of peas. I don't think you will get that any cheaper in South Africa. Our son loves his corn on the cob. So here you can get a pack of about 8 quarter corn cob. Probably you'll find this will be cheaper in South Africa, being corn staple. But here a pack of corn, €2.40. So that's going to be about 50 Rand for a pack. But not too bad. Tasty. Some mac and cheese sauce. So a typical sauce to go with our pastas and the likes. This one was €1.50, so about 30 Rand for a no-name brand Tesco mac and cheese sauce. But cheaper, your normal typical chunky vegetable pasta sauce, made in Italy, but a Tesco no-name brand as well. I'll get it in a little bit of detail. This one was only 90 cents, 89 cents. So again, that's going to be about 16 or 17 Rand or something that's pretty good. I don't think I would have found tomato sauce, pasta puree in a glass bottle in South Africa for under 20 Rand. Some strawberry jam, again a Tesco no-name brand. So a typical glass jar, about 340 grams of jam, going to set you back €1.59, so about 30 Rand. Some of the kids' favorites as well, a pack of 5 bananas, basically kid size, so not very, very big bananas, but good for the kids on a day-to-day basis. €1.89, so about 40 Rand for 5 bananas. 8 Rand a banana, seems quite pricey. Some other staples and something quite interesting in South Africa. I was never really a fan of Weet-Bix. It always tasted quite cardboard. I would go with Nutrifix as a comparison. It just seemed to taste a little bit more nutrified. But here I found the Weet-Bix tastes a lot better. So a 48-piece pack of Weet-Bix cost €7. about 140 Rand. I think I used to pay in the region of 60 or 70 Rand for this, or even a slightly bigger pack of Nutrifix in South Africa. But I think it's always got to do with source to supply. If it's closer, it's going to end up being a lot fresher and healthier and tastier. Kids always enjoy their apples, so a pack of about 6 Irish Gala apples. This was on special, but around about €2. Let me double check. Yeah, €2.20. So that's going to be about 45, 46 Rand for really 6, 7 apples. So again, a little bit pricey for what is quite small apples. Also, sons love to eat tomatoes. So a 250 gram punnet of tomatoes. These were €2.19. So about 45, but they are nice, tasty toms. Something that seems to be quite local and fresh here is the typical Brussels sprouts. Not something we ate a lot of in South Africa, but here definitely it's all over the place. Seems to be quite a staple. Half a kilogram was €1.79, so that's about 36 Rand. Some ready prepared potatoes with some garlic sauce. 500 gram ready to cook. Something like this would set you back €2.49, so about 50 Rand. I know the South African price comparison's not always going to be very easy to compare when you're earning rands versus euros. If it's cheaper than twice as expensive, we're saving on the long run in terms of the take-home pay. Some day-to-day sort of cotton buds, a pack of 100 cost €1. So that's about 10 Rand for Johnson's cotton buds. I know we've got a Johnson's factory in South Africa, so it'll be interesting just to compare and see. This one was made in Italy, so not the same South African export, but Johnson's, I guess, is a big name all over the world. An interesting one would compare 5% steak mince. I think the quality of beef and meat in Ireland is very, very good, but you do pay a bit of price for it. Leaner Choice 470 gram mince was €4.75. So that's about 95 Rand for 470 gram lean beef steak mince. Okay, loaf of bread. This one is a bit of a speciality. Whole grain with chai seeds. Delicious whole grain bread baked with chai seeds. So not your standard white or brown bread. €2.50. So 50 Rand for a loaf of bread, but a very nice whole grain bread that will fill you up. Day-to-day essentials, something like Nivea, quite expensive in South Africa because it's imported from Europe. Here, a typical 400 gram shower gel, €4, so about 80 Rand. I think that will be kind of a little bit more expensive, but on the 2-to-1 ratio, probably working out a little bit cheaper. Yeah. There are no-name brands that are like half that price, but we've got to have some luxuries in life. Another one that's very popular and the kids enjoy is cheese. So Tesco no-name brand cheese, a mild red cheddar. We find the cheese here is very tasty, delectable. 400 gram cheese. Yeah, it was €2. It was also an LD price match. €2.39. That's about 48 Rand. But with kids, we've got to have two. Some more basics to go with our pastas and all the likes. So drumsticks. Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chicken drumsticks. Very nice Irish chicken drumsticks. Everything in Ireland you'll find, if it puts Irish on it, they're trying to just increase the value. 950 grams, almost a kilogram. The chicken set us back €3, so about 60 Rand for 9 pieces. Sounds pretty good in comparison to South Africa. And it's not frozen, so it's kind of on a better quality than a lot of the things you'll get that are frozen, and when you cook them, they shrink into almost nothing. So that's that. In case we have a busy night and we don't have really time to get to meals, we have to get a few specialities. So we've got some chicken chow mein, ready to cook meals. Delicious, cooked from frozen in only 9 minutes. We do like our Chinese food. If you watch some of our videos of us going around Ireland, we really struggled to find a good Chinese open, but eventually we found some good ones in Galway. So these, it's kind of a standard pack. I think these are normally like 350 or 400 gram. Yeah, 400 gram packs. They set us back. Well, we've got to find what they called it. Well, they called it a chicken meal on the till slips. That's a little bit of a strange one, but we know it's definitely that. €2.85, so about 60 rand each, give or take. I think that's not bad going. I think a Dr. Utker sort of ready meal kind of thing in South Africa would set you back about 50 rand a portion nowadays. So yeah, not bad at all. So that was our little unpacking of our shopping list. But while we're at it, this is our home. There's a little bit of sunlight outside for a change, which is fantastic. We've had a good weekend. We've gone out and seen a few things. This will be something interesting and different to see. We need it. As South Africans, we miss the sun. Well, let's pack these back in the fridge. I'll do a little time lapse for that. Oh, and you got to use reusable bags, yeah? If you want to go buy a plastic packet, as we call it in South Africa, it's going to set you back €1, so it's about 20 rand just for a disposable bag. Although they are compostable, so it's a little bit more environmentally friendly, you'll end up just throwing it away anyway. We've got a whole container full, so we'd rather pay €1.50 from a store and just get some material ones. And maybe while we're at it, just show something that South Africans wouldn't really know. In Ireland last year, they introduced a thing where the milk bottle lid can't actually come off the bottle. It's got to be clippable onto the lid so that the lid doesn't get lost. Most Irish people, and generally anybody who talk to about it, they think it's a joke, because especially with like a 500ml Coke bottle, it ends up just getting in the way when you try to drink out of it. So that's just one of the little things we find different. Didn't buy milk today, but if you compare, we normally get a 3 litre bottle of milk, and that's about €3, €3.50. That's about 70 rand for 3 litres. So a little bit more expensive than South Africa, but generally in the buying power side of things, not bad. Okay, I think that's it for this little video. If you have any comments, questions, or anything specific you want to know, reach out to me. I'm here to listen and to share some experiences, and yeah, try and do these conversational discussions a little bit more often. So have a great week ahead. We'll chat to you again. Bye for now.